Hey, what up, KX crew? It's your boy, Clausen Exercise, Zach Clausen, here to finally bring you another workout video. Wow, holy cow, how long has it been that I posted an actual workout on this channel? Well, basically, as you guys know, I've been doing body weight, calisthenics, stuff like that with weak ass dumbbells in my apartment, and I cannot wait any longer. I need to strength train. It is in my blood. I'm craving it. I'm going through strength training withdrawal, all right? It's a serious thing. People suffer from this every day. Don't laugh, I mean it. But anyway, my gym's still not open. There's one gym in my town, not open yet. So I'm desperate at this point, okay? I don't care when and where, I need to lift some heavy ass weights. As you can tell by my surroundings here, I'm not in a gym. There's an engineer at the building that I work at, and he's got a full weight set, everything set up in the boiler room of the building. It's very hot though, I'm already sweating. I'll give you the full gym tour. All right, this is gonna be my environment until the public gym opens because I can't wait any longer, all right? I gotta make some gains. So I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, but it is very loud here. So I don't plan on doing a ton of talking. If I do, it's probably gonna be some kind of narration. As you can see, I have to stand like far away from where the weights are because they're in a very loud area. So that being said, I think I'm just gonna do some training vlogs. I'm just gonna film myself train for a little bit, get some workouts out there, show you guys what I'm doing. I have zero strength, okay? I lost pretty much all of my gains during this pandemic time with no gym. I stayed fit, I stayed somewhat lean, but I lost all my strength. Things that used to be like feathers to me, I actually have to think about and work hard on. So my focus for this next training block is just rebuilding strength. I'm not going for huge lifts anymore like I used to. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm just trying to rebuild my foundation. It doesn't matter that I'm an experienced weightlifter or a competitive athlete. That doesn't matter. I start from scratch like everybody else. My scratch is just a little bit further along than yours.
Alright, here we are at the start of the workout. I started things off with some deadlifts. I was just doing a very basic 5x5. I'm probably going to stick to this 5x5 for a while. I just did one plate on the bar just because I really need to rebuild my strength. I shouldn't be PR testing or seeing how much weight I still, can lift, because there's no point, because I'm not ready yet. I really need to rebuild my foundation. So I kept it at 135 today, which is a weight that I feel very comfortable rebuilding my strength with and rebuilding my form with. So every single rep that I'm doing here, I'm taking the time to reset before every rep and make sure that my form is good. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm keeping my core tight, I'm squeezing my glutes, bringing my hips forward, and not trying to be lazy at all. It's always a very humbling feeling returning to strength training after taking a long break because, well, forced break in my case, because there's always a part of you in the back of your head that's telling you how strong you were and that you can do better than this and put more weight on the bar. You just have to ignore all of those thoughts and do what you know is smart. You have to really be smart when you're rebuilding strength. Just totally ignore the ego. Do what you have to do. Take those baby steps, especially when it comes to deadlifts. You don't really want to play around. You really want to take your time and make sure that that foundation is right, or you could really hurt yourself. A lot of people don't do deadlifts because they're scared of them. They think that they're going to get hurt or they're going to get injured doing them, and they're too dangerous. But to those people I say, well, they're only dangerous if you do them incorrectly. If you don't take that time to build a foundation first, then they're incredibly dangerous. But if you're smart about it, deadlifts are incredibly beneficial for building strength. Next, we move into chin-ups, and even after the first rep I run into trouble, my legs just started cramping up like crazy. I guess I'm really raw at deadlifts, and it's been a really long time, so my body's really got to get used to them again. And then my shoulder started cramping immediately after that. I tried to go for another rep, started cramping again. And at this point, I'm thinking like, how the heck am I going to get through this workout? And then I was able to start getting some reps going, and we were off to the races. So I'm signaling 3 here because I only got 3 reps in, and I was kind of disappointed, but it makes sense to me because it's been a long time. Squeezed my last 2 in, finished the set, took a break, and then moved into my next set. Because chin-ups are so difficult for me, I treat them like any other strength exercise, and I do them 5x5 or 4x6. I'm psyched here because I actually got all 5 in a row. This next set, I don't believe I do it. I think I have to take a little bit of a break in between before I can finish the set. And yeah, my chin-up form today is not very good. I am using a little bit of momentum and kick with my legs, but I'm really just trying to get my reps in. This is day one, so I'm not expecting perfect form from myself. So I saw that there was assistance bands here, and I decided to try them out. I don't usually use them for chin-ups, but I'm feeling pretty weak, and I really need to improve my form and get that pull strength back, so I use them in today's workout. They really help at that bottom phase of the pull, where your whole body weight isn't just resting in your arms before your next pull-up. These bands weren't really tight enough to help me that much in the pull-up phase of the exercise, but you can't deny there is elasticity in them, and that does help a great deal. So I thought I'd film this because this is pretty cool. This is my workout log, and I hadn't opened it up or used it since March 1st of 2020. It was just kind of an eerie feeling opening it up and seeing my last entry, which was right before the pandemic hit and the gym closed, so I thought I would include that in this video. Next we move on to dumbbell rows. Dumbbell rows are always a bit of a strength for me, and they're one of the few exercises that I kept up consistently through the pandemic. So here I have a 30-pound dumbbell, and I am just flying through the set. It was way too easy, way too light. So I moved up to a 40 for the next set. Again, it felt way too easy. I'm definitely going for power here, not like perfect bodybuilding form. I'm going for strength, so I am just kind of ripping them up. Not the best for muscle building, but it is good for explosive power. The 40 I found too light again, so then I moved on to a 50. And the 50 felt perfect. You can see even my form improves as the weight gets heavier, because this is the amount of power that I was outputting for this amount of weight, right? I was putting too much power into those lighter dumbbells and my form was getting sloppy, but with heavier weight, it felt appropriate. So I saw that there was an easy bar there and decided to include easy bar curls into today's workout. And you can see here that I'm struggling to find the right curve in this easy bar. Sometimes easy bars just have curves in all the wrong places for my body frame anyway. The weight I was doing today was roughly 45 pounds. It's always hard to tell exactly how much the easy bar weighs, so I usually go with 15 pounds as an estimate. And there's me realizing that I found the best place of lighting in the entire boiler room. So for the easy bar curls, I did 3 sets of 12 at 45 pounds. There's me pinching my skin under that easy bar with the horrible curve. I just could not catch a break on that thing. I'd kept up doing dumbbell curls throughout the pandemic, but I didn't have an easy bar to work with, so it was really nice to work with one again, even though it didn't have the right curves that I liked on it. And I also want to say that while I did everything I could to not lose all of my grip strength, I did as much grip strengthening as I could, I did start to notice today that I have to rebuild all of my calluses. My hands had gotten quite soft, and after today's workout, I have to say that they are pretty tender. At this point, I couldn't tell if I had just gotten weaker or if I was just getting really tired, but that weight was starting to feel heavy. Oh, and here's just a little reminder as to the sound of the environment that I was working out in. Yeah, not exactly ideal, but hey, I'm not complaining, at least I'm moving weight again. Oh, and if you're wondering why I look so confused here, it's because I wanted to do some dumbbell lateral flies, but this guy didn't have a pair of like any dumbbells there, so I went back to the easy bar and did some upright rows at 45 pounds. I have to say that my shoulders usually feel pretty tight when I reach the upper level part of this lift, but these felt really great. I was able to go quite high. I wasn't exceeding the safety line of how high you should go with upright rows, but I don't know, they just felt really great. I usually feel some kind of tightness or pinch when I get near the top, but today they just felt the best that they ever have. So I did 3 sets of 10 for those, and that was the last exercise in my workout. So that's it for today's video, guys. Stay tuned for the next workout.